Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25, and we're on our Frankenmuth farming map. As you can hear, our international is idling away. I realized that we need some stuff over at the preserved food factory, so we're gonna have to hop over there. So this will be episode 16 if I remember correctly, and we hoped that we will have some coats today, but as you can see from the bank balance, we are on about 305,000, and we need a little bit more than that. So I'm still kind of wondering what to do. It might be that we have to postpone getting the goats for now, but we'll get the equipment to work on our grass field and at least get those bales over to the farm, and then hopefully we will soon be able to buy the goats. I think I've been kind of pushing a bit hard to get the farm bigger and growing faster, but the bank isn't playing along at this point. So I got some eggs on here, and I've got some Napa cabbage. We definitely ran out of Napa cabbage, that I can tell you. So Napa cabbage 0, and our eggs is on 677 liters. 677 liters. So we will have to get this over there at least, and I see we are running a bit low on rice flour again, so I think we should just, while we're going past the grain mill, just grab a couple of rice pallets and also take that over. Other than that, I have a couple of contracts going. So there's a stone picking one, that same one that we had in October came up again on field 22, the one right next to our... That is unfortunate. Okay, so the one next to our farm, current farm. So I took it because we need that money, and it's not bad money, plus I need the stones for our small stone production or cement factory, so I want to get that over there. And then I took a mowing contract, but I bought a mower for our MacDon in preparation for our own grass field, so I'm going to use our own equipment on that. And I also took a cultivating contract on field 38. I'm driving past the grain mill. So there is a couple of things that we need to get and keep going. And our big money from all the hard work that we're doing, like I said, it's only gonna really come in March. So we are gonna have a tight period now. Oh boy, a little bit hasty apparently. No worries, we have lots of time. So yeah, and I don't really want to go and sell like blanks and stuff now just to get money, because I want to kind of get as much from our productions as possible. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to keep everything going, and that's why I'm also a bit hesitant to spend a lot of money at this point, you know. So I keep dropping them. I almost never drop them. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just not as focused as I should be. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we got the mower, so, and I want to do round bales, like I said. I'm really keen on doing round bales, so I'm going to kind of, once that contract is done, it's a small contract on field number 55. Also took a baling contract on field 44, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna mow that small field, and then I'm gonna take the MacDon over to get started. I'll probably use a worker, although we don't really want to spend money unnecessarily on workers, so I'll see. Maybe I'll do that contract myself, just to get us going. I'm just kind of taking some of the flour pallets here, just because they're on top of the rice pallets. And yeah, then we'll get that done. And then we can start tedding and windrowing and baling. So yeah, I think I kind of underestimated how much the tedder and the... No, the tedder is actually the least expensive. The big expense is our windrower. That's quite expensive. I think it's... What is it? I wrote it down. It's 92,000. That's a little bit unfortunate. You know what? While I'm here, I might as well just take everything over. So I'm just leaving a few pallets now. And the windrower is around about 44. Did this one just spawn? It can't be. Probably just don't remember it. Stop moving around. Just tie these down so long. And yeah, the baler is not that expensive. The baler is going to work at about 50,000, 51,000. So that's not bad. It's a small baler, but you know what? I like it. I don't want to do square bales. I have to say I'm buying the liftable bales, what do you call it, baler. So yeah, and then let me just quickly see. So it's the windrower, tedder, baler. Oh, and the bale pickup, I lied. The baler is 70,500 and the bale pickup is 51,000. And then of course the sheep pen is 97,000. And I think we're going to want to... I didn't strap down that one pallet. Did I strap down the front ones? Looks like. Okay, we're not going far at least, but I don't want to lose it on around the corner. And then of course we still need to buy the actual goats. So yeah, we're a little bit under budget. I hoped for more money from the bank, but you know what, if we can't get it now, we're gonna get it eventually. It's just not as soon as I hoped. And the other trick is, even though we get that, we still have to get the dairy before we can actually make some money off those goats. But I kind of just wanted them to start reproducing so that we can get higher numbers. But anyway, it will work out like it should. Just quickly have a look. Okay, so we're a bit up on eggs. Our chilies are still fine. Garlic, spring onion, rice flour is back up. Napa cabbage, barely there. And the normal flour has gone up a bit. So yeah, it's difficult keeping up with this production. Hopefully we will be able to keep up with it. And if we can't, then we're probably going to have to buy another greenhouse just for more Napa cabbage, which we're going to need. So I thought it would produce Napa cabbage faster if we took off the other products, but apparently I was mistaken. So yeah, we're going to have to do some work at the sawmill. Preserved food factory is fine. That one needs to run out so that I can sell it. Outgoing products. Yep, there's still a little bit to go through. I think we're going to go through all that Napa cabbage hopefully, and then we can sell that one off. Whale mill is still going strong with our canola and sunflower. Things are happening there. Greenhouses, I'm not going to worry too much about. Grain mill, we're starting to run through our rice. Wheat is still looking good, but we have a lot of wheat, so we can keep that going. Our stones is running low, but that's why we're doing that contract for now. I'm gonna shut this off and I want to hop over to this guy. And just quickly get him over to the shop. Luckily we are close. I'm so far away from this tractor that it seems like he didn't start. So I'm just gonna quickly grab that trailer so that we can unload the stones and get that contract started back up again, and then I'm gonna go on with the other contracts. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Oh, this is our... Did I forget a weight? That's unfortunate. That was probably for the cultivator. It's too far away now. Looks like a small weight will be fine. I can just focus and line this up. And this is our mower for the Macdon. So I'm going to come fetch that and quickly do that mowing contract, and then I'm going to get him started on our field. So yeah, a lot of things are going to be happening. Not completely what we wanted to happen, but at least we are slowly but surely starting to get there. So and soon we'll have enough money to get our goats. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back. We are about to start our first cut on our grass field. So I just wanted to share this with you. So I know the header is quite small, but I have to say the working speed on the Macdon is quite good. So yeah, we should be able to get the grass cut quite quickly. Just take me a little bit of getting used to just the turning. I've been on a cultivator now for a little bit, so I mowed that small land, or that small field, number 55, and after a bit I sort of got the hang of it, and yeah, I did the cultivating one, and the stone picking one is still busy, so it doesn't take that long. Luckily we're already on 43%, and once that's done we get about 32,000 from that contract, so that's not a bad income. And I'm gonna see if we can maybe get as much of the equipment and the bale storage and everything for so long, and then we just have to save up to buy the goats, or the goat pen and the goats. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's fine, we will get there. I'm just a little bit hesitant to do it now because we still have to go through the winter months, and I know the contracts kind of start to dry up, so we're basically just gonna be focusing on getting our, or keeping our productions going, and just through the winter time, and then March we can, yeah, March we're gonna have to buy a little cultivator just to get our rice fields cultivated, just like as I'm seeing them in front of us. Ooh, I don't want to go into our fields. So yeah, once we get all of that, and March is the big sell month where we can sell a lot of the products that we've been producing, so hopefully in March we can make or have a good payday, and then we'll work from there. So yeah, this is basically the idea. It's gonna take a minute to get all of this cut, and then I wanna get the tether over here, which we're gonna have to buy, and then we're gonna buy the windrower, and once we have all of that we can start baling. So, and then once we have the bales, we're gonna have to get the bale transport. Even though it's liftable, I'm still gonna use the bale transport and just get all the bales into our little storage shed that we're gonna put up, and at least then we have food for the goats. As soon as we can actually buy them and have them, at least we can feed them. So that would be good. Anyway, so I'm just going to continue on here, and once everything is mowed, I'll bring you in for the tedding and also the windrowing, and then I'll show you a bit of the baling as well. And then we can get all of this done. And then of course after we've mowed this, we just have to spray it with some fertilizer just to have a good yield for the next time we mow it. And we'll just keep going. Whatever we don't use, we'll most likely sell off. Oh, and the other big thing about having a baler is we can start baling our straw swath when we harvest in the next harvest season, and that will also bring us in a little bit of money, even if it just covers our expenses for seeds and fertilizer, then it's already worth it. So yeah, small ways we will make a little bit of extra money and just keep growing the farm. Even though it doesn't grow as quickly as we want it to, we already did a lot and we're still gonna do a lot. And yeah, once those contracts start back up next year, we can also get a lot of things going. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back everyone. So we are currently heading up to our store so that we can buy a tedder. So the field has been harvested, mowed, and yeah, it took a little bit of time, but I quite enjoyed using the Macdon mowing that field, so no problem with that. I just quickly want to see where am I going. Okay, grasslands. Okay, so first we're going to need a tedder. So this is a little bit of money, and as you can see, I'm using our small tractor, our little special tractor. This only requires 100 horsepower to operate this tedder. So, and I kind of want to keep our maintenance on the Voltra as low as possible, so I'll rather use the smaller tractor, which will probably be a little bit cheaper to repair. And the Voltra is being used for a lot of the work on the farm, so I'll rather use our little special tractor for now, or for whatever tasks it can do. Fuel level looks good. I've used quite a bit of fuel in the Macdon to mow that field, but there's still more than enough in there. I'm thinking of getting a little fuel tank on the farm just to help us refuel our equipment instead of having to drive here to refuel it. Just don't want to drive into our international. I think everything is still going good there. Our stone picking contract is still going. I had to hop over there every now and then just to unload the stones, and let me just find my words. I dropped stones into our cement factory, so I think I put about 12,000 liters in there, and we'll drop all the stones that we get from this last bit of the contract in there as well. Just want to unfold this and see how wide it is, because I think this should go quite quickly. Just kind of get this lined up. Just want to get all the grass without going into our other field. Okay, let's drop that down on the road. Okay, and then we can start tedding. Just want to zoom out a bit so that I can see what I'm doing. So this is basically the idea. We're gonna make hay out of all of this grass, and we'll use the windrower just to get it into thicker swaths. I think swaths is the right word. So, and then we'll pick it up with the baler. I think baling is going to be quite interesting because it's a small baler. So, and I think I've used that baler before in some of the contracts, and you have to wait every time it kind of unloads the bale. But anyway, it's cheap and we're getting it, so it's fine. We might not be able to afford the bale pickup, so that means luckily it will be liftable bales, so I'll have to come to the field probably with the International and a trailer and pick up the bales one by one for now, just to get them off the field so that we can start or get it stored and then kind of work on this field with. And just find my direction, because how am I struggling with this? Because I want to get that last grass as well. I mean, you can't just leave it there. Okay, that was not a pretty picture, and I'm making it worse. Oh my, I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel kind of a little bit confused after that little bit. So I'm gonna continue on and get all this stated, and then I'll bring you in so that we can start windrowing. I doubt that you guys want to sit here and watch me take this whole field. This is quite a big field, and yeah, we might decide to, once we see how many bales we get off this, we might decide to do some silage bales for one or two of the well, harvest seasons on this grass field, and then we can sell that off and make a little bit of money off that, and then we can get back to making hay bales for the animals, which we don't have yet. But anyway, hopefully that will happen soon. But I'll see you in a little bit, and then we can start windrowing this and start baling. Okay, so we are back. Let's have a look. Next up is the windrower. This is quite expensive. What can we save on? I guess we'll have to buy it like this. Well, guess we can get the BTKs. Is that costing us? Okay, it's costing us more, so we are not getting the bigger tires. There we go. That was quite a bit of money. As far as I know, I can quickly check, but this tractor should be fine with this as well. I did check it before. Purchase. It requires 120 horsepower. And this tractor of ours is 136. So this will be just fine. Should actually go this way. So we're almost done with the grass field. Lol, I'm joking. No, we still have to bale everything up. But we'll just first get it into rows so that it's easier to bale in the end. And yeah, we still have enough money for the baler. So yeah, we're gonna end up with not much left, but we'll keep that in the loan and just oh, and we still need to buy the building, but luckily the storage for the bales is not that much. It's 10,000. And then hopefully our bales can actually go in there, because like I mentioned, I'm not seeing any pictures of round bales in there, only square bales. And I did go to check if I can find anything indicating that we can okay, this is wider than I thought, indicating that we can store round bales in there. Now everybody's saying you can if you want to, but I'm not quite sure, because it seems a little bit uncertain. Doesn't sound like anybody's doing it that way, so anyway, we'll see. So this is basically just what we're doing, and making one big swath behind us so that it's easier to pick up with a baler. I think we're gonna be filling that baler quite quickly if I look at this, and yeah, I think we're gonna have a ton of bales coming off this field. So we'll see in the end where we end up. Our contract for the stone picking is almost done, so then at least we get about 30,000 back. So we should be on 200,000, and then of course we have to buy the baler and that storage. So yeah, we'll just probably stop there for now and not spend any more money, just so that we can get through the winter months with all the interest on the loan and all the other expenses that we have to pay. And then we'll see, hopefully in the new year we can get our goats going. So yeah, I'm just going to continue on and get all of this done. I want to see if I can get that little bit into the field. There was a little bit of grass in there, but I doubt that that would be any issue. Okay, so since we're already heading this way, we'll just continue this way. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, so welcome back. We have reached a point where we have completed the preparing the grass field. So we now have to buy a baler. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure which one to buy. I'm thinking of buying the Crone. I went through this a little bit and tried to see which one I think would be best to buy, but yeah, I think this one will do. It looks to be quite a good one, and it's grown, so hopefully this will work for us. I'm a little bit worried about the size of those straw swaths, or grass swaths, if you want to call it that, and the picking up of it. Anyway, I'm going to put a little beacon light on it. I know it costs a little bit extra, but anyway, and then we're going to use standard net, I think, for now. We can always change it if we feel we want to. So let me just quick one. Okay, so it doesn't require that much horsepower in any way. I think I can actually pull this with the special tractor, but I won't. I think I'm gonna rather use the Voltra for this. So hopefully this is a good buy, because there it goes. And then we are going to need consumables around and biomet. We're just going to get the liftable one, and we are going to buy, I don't know, one of those. Let's see. Get the engine started. I windrowed that field myself, and afterwards I thought maybe I should have had someone do that for me. Oh, this is already cut around bale net in it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we'll keep it like this then. Bought that for nothing, but anyway, we'll keep it for spare. Just gonna pick that up and take it to the farm at some point. So let's head over there and see. This is gonna be so funny. I don't know. Look, I don't bale a lot. I normally just pick up the grass with a what do you call it? Can't remember the name now. But with a trailer and kind of dump it either in a silage anyway for making silage, or I normally get a loft and then I dump it in there. But I thought, well, let's do bales for a change and then we'll take it from there. Hopefully this turns out well. This filter is running out of fuel again. I hope I can collect all this grass because some of it kind of came over to the road. Oh no, wait. I just want to see if I can kind of, okay, gee, impatient. I can just kind of approach it from, you know, it looks, okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I don't know, I think we're gonna make 1,000,000 bales of this, honestly. Already 20%. Just want to get as much of it as possible. I just want to turn my... First, do I have auto drop? Turn on auto drop. Okay, just want that on. See, I can't even... Okay, so apparently that's how quickly we're gonna go. Oh my. So we are gonna get approximately 750,000 bales of this field. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit more time before I continue. At least we have a little alarm going off every time we kind of get full. Okay, so this is gonna take me a minute. So the bale counter is on, so we can see how much we actually baled on this field. It's gonna be so funny. Anyway, but I'll see you in a little while after I get done with this, and then we can figure out how we're gonna pick all of this up. So yeah, see you in a little while. It might be a longer while. Okay. So here we are. Just look at this pretty picture. I had to bring the international over here with more of the round bale net because we ran out. Anyway, so I should probably just, how do I close that back up? Close back. There we go. Okay, so I just unloaded the unfinished bale. I had to quickly go and download the mod just to get that out of the baler. So yeah, we got 106 bales of this field. I have to say I didn't realize that the baler was set to 125 centimeters, and after I realized that, I just changed it to 180. Our bale pickup that we are going to buy, these are still the smaller ones, but the bale pickup that we're going to buy is can pick up the 125 centimeters and the 180 centimeters. So yeah, just look at that. Over here I realized, okay, no, this can't be, so then I changed over. But we got a lot of bales of this. Anyway, so we'll most likely be making silage for a couple of harvest times, so just so that we can make some money off that, because I mean it doesn't help that we make that much hay bales and we don't use all of it at this point. So okay, so now what we need to do is I'm just going to shut that off for now, and I want to see if I can get as close as possible to the farm, because we need to place the bale shed just so that we can store our bales. Let's quickly hop over here. I think I want it somewhere here, but I don't know exactly where, so let's hop into construction. I'm guessing this is going to be under Milo's. Not that one. I think it's 10,000. It's this one. So you kind of drive in on the one side and unload, and then on the front side you can basically collect the bales. So if we place it maybe a little bit out of the way next to our rice field, I don't want to go too close to the rice field, but we're going to need some space. So I think we should place it around about, let me just think about this. I wonder if we should turn around. Can we change the side of this? I think we are supposed to be able to change it. Customize F. Okay, so it's either left or right. I think it's going to make more sense this way. So now, what now? How do I say, okay. We just say place. But this is rather unfortunate. How do we say? That's what we want. It's none of those buttons. Do I just say enter? Next menu. And then we just go maybe exit. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's on that side. We can go in on this side. There it overlaps, so I think we should place it there. Okay, so this is our bale storage. Did I choose the bale storage one? I think there's two. Open storage dialog, it's empty. Okay. Hopefully I chose the right one, but I think I did. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to buy our bale pickup. Bales transport. We need this one for round bales. 24 bales, 125 to 180 centimeters. And customize. I don't think there's anything to customize except the tires, but it's fine like this. And then we're gonna say buy. So quickly running out of money. Okay, now I just need the Voltra back. I hope the neighbors next to our field don't mind, but I'm kind of using their yard as a vehicle storage at this point. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do this, but at some point we might just buy a little piece of that land across the street and store some of our grass equipment there. It's not that far from the farmyard, so we can take it back over there if we drive past our rice field. But we'll see. Oops. We're just gonna quickly head over and grab that bale pickup. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of a drive, so I'll see you when I'm back at the field with the bale pickup. And there we go. I quickly loaded up some of these small bales, well, 24 of them. So the moment of truth has arrived. So hopefully this is gonna go into our shed. I'm a little bit worried about this. There is another shed that we can buy, I did mention, but I don't really like the looks of it. I like this one. So hopefully this one works and there's no problems. That will be really nice. Let me just say I have to go in from this side, I think. There we go, it works. It works, it works, it works. That is really good news. I'll just look at that. Wait, let's get out. Okay, you can finish unloading. The work's been done. So nicely stacked. And I think this, oh yeah, it has a capacity of 550 bales. So yeah, we can fit quite a bit in here. Now I just need to get this back. Takes a minute. Okay, so that is quite the process. Anyway, it's a bit of a tight turn. So that is good news. I'm going to continue getting all our bales off that field, and we just need to spray some fertilizer on it for the next grass harvest, and then we're good. First gonna collect the small ones though and take them over, and then I'll come back and start collecting the big ones. So hopefully we're done spending money now, because we have to go through a couple of months in winter and I doubt there's going to be a lot of income. So I'll check back in with you once this field is done, and then we will most likely be close to wrapping up the episode. And we're back. I just changed over the Voltra to the fertilizer sprayer, so he's going to spray the field for us. And we got all the bales off the field, I think. I didn't see any other ones, so we just run back at the speed of light. Just run through our wheat field. 92% bonus. Okay, that's good. So our bales are in here. So we have 106 bales in here. Looks pretty. Small ones are at the back, but we can take out whatever we want once we need it. And yeah, exciting times. So if we just quickly have a look before we wrap up, our money situation, if we sell everything at the highest amounts, we should get around 466,000. What? It's November. So currently we can sell eggs, which we don't want to. Because we're using that in our production for our noodle soup. And yeah, that is basically it. So December we will be able to sell some canola oil. That would be good. And then January we can sell some stuff, hopefully. And then February we might be able to sell something, yeah. And then March is the big month. So hopefully we can get quite a bit of money from that. Our chickens are still looking good. And our production cement factory is full on stones. And the grain mill is still going, that's good. Our water levels in our greenhouses is fine. I will probably fill them up off camera. Quail mill, still have a lot of canola to work through, and still a little bit of sunflowers as well. Preserved food, now this is the interesting one. Okay, so this is the small one, so it's fine. We are working through that spinach, so it looks good. Our big preserved food, we still have some eggs in there, not a lot. Napa cabbage, not a lot. And yeah, we are making quite a bit of products. Our noodle soup is actually piling up quite well, so hopefully we get quite a bit more so that we can make some good money off that. Looks like we will. Other than that, not much. Sawmills, I'm just gonna fill up this one especially off camera, just make sure that we get that levels up, because this is a big part of our income at this stage. The small one is still good for now. I just have to keep an eye on these levels and just empty it out if need be. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Still have a bit of work to do on the side, and then in the next episode we'll most likely just work through our winter months. I doubt that there's gonna be a lot of contracts that we can do, but yeah, we'll just continue on, and then we'll start preparing for next year. Next up on our fields will be our rice, so we'll have to buy a little cultivator for that. I should actually just have a look and see. Will be under yield, will be under cultivation. So cultivators, I don't want a too small one, but obviously we can't buy the big ones, and I want a shallow one. I think I was looking at this one. It has 5.6 meters. I don't want it to kick up rocks unnecessarily. This shallow one is 4 meters. This one is 7.5 meters, but now we're getting a little bit up on our money. I think for the rice fields we should be fine with the 5.6 meters, just to get those fields cultivated before we have to plant again. And 36,000 is not that bad unless they add stuff. Support wheels, 2,000 bucks. Okay, so say 38,000. I think it would be good if we get the support wheels on it, just to make sure that there's no issues. 200 horsepower, our Voltra should be fine with that. It's under medium. Voltra, yeah, the Voltra is fine with that. So yeah, we'll probably get that little cultivator and then just prepare those two fields. And we still have 74,000. Let's just quickly open and see if the bank. Okay, no, they're only giving us 5,000 more, so we have about almost 80,000. So not a lot to work with, but at least we have something. And we'll start working down that loan so that we can start buying our goats and then our buffaloes also in the end, because we have hay to feed them now. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, you're welcome to subscribe. It helps me a lot, as it's a brand new channel, and well, brand new. I think we're about 15-16 episodes in now, so it's not that new anymore, but yeah, it's still a new channel. So, and if you would like to get notifications, you can always hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload videos. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.